Hey everyone, it's Jana Stafford with Vic Magazine. Today I'm joined by Chris Fontenot, who is the founder of Texas-based CMCo Management Resources, established in 2016. CMCo has evolved into a leading, reliable provider of contract staffing services, predominantly in the energy sector. The company specializes in supplying top-notch management personnel for turnarounds, engineering, and project construction. CMCo is a sole source staffing solutions company. So whether looking for in-office support or on-site turnaround and project management expertise, CMCo Management consistently offers high-caliber talent for infrastructure turnarounds and projects across the United States. Welcome, Chris, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
No problem. So please tell our audience a little about CMCo Management Resources and what do you do and how do you do it?
So CMCo Management, we are predominantly contract staffing company that specializes in turnaround projects, engineering, and we supply experience and also college grads to our clients. We specialize in also supplying software solutions. We also specialize in the energy sector, being that if it's refineries, chemical plants, power companies, and alternative fuel markets as well. Been around since 2016. We've grown, we've grown, we've doubled our size every year we've been in business, and we look to continue to do that. One of the things that we pride ourselves in is our employees and who we are with our employees, because no company is who they are without their employees. And we specialize in treating our employees a certain way. So we believe in making our employees happy at the end of the day. And if we do that, we feel like it makes a better product for our clients.
What would you say separates CMCo from its competition?
Well, I do believe CMCo with the experience that we have in our management team. And, in 2016, in 2016, the reason why I started the company is I was going, I've always worked for a long period of time in my company. I worked in the corporate world, larger structured companies. And I decided that I wanted to treat employees a certain way and do a certain thing. So that's why I opened up CMCo. And what separates us is I believe how we interact with our clients, how we interact with our employees, and the support that we give our clients and our employees. Like I said, at the end of the day, our employees are our most cherished asset here at the company. They are who we are. So we focus on our employees, and we put all our time and effort and our experience behind our employees to make sure that our clients, we're delivering those milestones and goals for our client. And I think that's what separates CMCo from our competition.
That's certainly refreshing to hear in today's world. What can you tell us about your plans for the next year? Any big projects or announcements that our audience should know about?
We have a new client that we just brought on, and we expect big things from that client, and we expect to do big things for that client. One of the things that we thrive on as well is we go in and hopefully, we do very well. And that kind of, the best reputation for growing your business is executing very well. And with this new client is also based in Montana. And we also have another client that we are in talks with that we should end up signing a contract here in December that will also materialize in 24, which will be in the compressor station build outs, the capital side of things. And we expect to triple our business just with that one client. So, but that's what we focus on. Once we sign a contract and agreement with a client, we put all our focus behind that one client, and we stabilize that agreement. We get it going, and then we kind of go. We start doing, moving on to business development again and those type things. But for the most part, we are a niche specialized company. So, but we expect big things next year out of CMCo. Like I said, we're going to probably grow 3 times next year than we normally have. So, every business understands that when you grow, you've got to stabilize that business. And so we are focused on making sure that we don't tear apart from our fabric of who we are, right? Specializing in focusing on the employee for one. No, that's number one. And then the client, right? And we got to make sure that stays intact in order for us to continue of who we are. And that right there is the most important thing. So
Yeah, lots of growth potential for sure. Is what I
yeah.
hear you saying. Well, Chris, I was super happy to see your name on the list, CMCo's name on the list of sponsors for BIC Alliance's November 9th Fish Fry. What drove CMCo to participate in the event this year?
Well, we've never been to the big fish fry. And one of the things that we looked at, we talked with Amanda and Jeremy and those guys, and we want to, it looks like it's in its 5th year. We want, it's so very early on, in its early stages. Hopefully 10 years from now, 15 years now, we're still part of that fish fry, and we want to be associated with BIC and those things, and also the fish fry brings a lot of networking. It brings a lot of good people together to talk and chat and have a good time, but also at the same time, potential growth in your business, for the future. So, um, uh, but we couldn't have partnered for that fish fry with any better company than BIC.
Well, Chris, I know we just talked about this a little bit, but although CMCo is one of our newer BIC Alliance members and the relationship is just starting out, what do you expect to achieve in the coming future with us?
Well, what we expect to achieve with BIC Alliance is a partnership and a relationship long term. The other things that we expect to achieve with BIC is, for, I don't know, since 2005, 2006, when I was introduced to BIC, I've been reading their magazine probably every month or every couple months. And I just know that they are one of the biggest influencers, and they're one of the biggest media magazines in our oil and gas business, especially in the refinery sector. And what we plan to achieve with them and their footprint is to get our name out there, get the CMCo brand out there to more clients, get recognition through BIC, to also to grow our revenue, through BIC. That's, who wouldn't want to do that, right? But for the most part, it's through for a long time we've been relationship based. A lot of my relationships to grow the business, and we're at that next level where we want to grow our business, and we feel like BIC is that right partnership to help us achieve those revenue goals and those marketing goals. And but at the end of the day, it's to build a relationship. It's to build a long-term relationship on top of that. So
That's great. We're, of course, excited about the relationship as well. So tell us a little bit about CMCo. What are some of the goals that you have for the company?
so some of the goals that we have for CMCo, first off, is our employees. Our employees are always our focus, to grow to grow our talent base, but also the current employees that we have. Our goals are to grow their talents, right? With extra training, for what they do for our clients, right? And what we do is we ask our employees, kind of what their goals are, and we make those part of CMCo's goals. But we also have, goals to, become more of a broader company through the United States, right? Right now, we operate in many states, but we want to grow that business with more clients, right? We have a 30 in 2024. We want to grow our business 30% more, for 2024 than we did in 2023, and at the same time, to grow our relationships with our current relationships, to offer more to those clients as well with new products, new ideas, and to also figure out how we can be more efficient for our clients, right? So those are some of the goals that we're looking at for 2024 with CMCo.
Well, thank you, Chris, so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it. And for more information on CMCo, visit cmcoservices.com. As always, we are most grateful for our audience. Please like and share this recording with colleagues. And for more industry news, videos, webinars, and podcasts, visit bicmagazine.com. Remember, it's what we do together that counts.